Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Motorsport Manager. 2 races left in our first season in World Motorsport Championship. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the results. We're still doing fine. I mean, we're not going to get demoted, I don't think, so that's a win. That's probably the most important part. We'll accept the interview. After his win today, were you wondering if you had any thoughts on Matthias de Wolf's? Goodness, I can't talk. Thinking of working with him in the future. I'm just gonna say I'm happy with my 2 current drivers. It doesn't really matter that much, but just in case I had any morale issues whatsoever, and now they don't. All right, pit crew, mistake-free weekend. That's really good to see. Yeah, that's that. It's good stuff. Car repairs are finished. Let's go check out the car real quick. And so we're gonna have 5 days after the race when we get done with all these performance things. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be tight before we get to get it before the end of the season, but we should be fine. All right, as far as pit crew, yeah, those aren't good numbers. I mean, we definitely need better rear jack there, so we'll go ahead and shift you up to there. And then I don't care about fixing as much. I don't even care if the mistakes are there, because honestly, they don't really do anything for us. But we'll bring in fueling, though. And then the tires. Or that's the fuel. These are the tires, sorry. Man, I really don't want to hire more people because we cannot afford it. But I think we have to. I mean, we go with some of these guys down here. Like, you're not great, but probably workable for the fueling. A little bit cheaper per race. So if we swap you in up here. So we still need 2 more to make this kind of work at all. Bit more money than I would have liked. You might be okay for refueling. Let's go and grab you. And so we'll swap you into, I guess, here. And last but not least, I guess we'll grab you for tires. There goes all of our money. I mean, we did bring it back down, so we still have a tiny, tiny cushion. So I guess there's that. All right, bring you up here. And I guess you're going to be one of our tire people. And I guess just because I could swap some people in here, which I guess we might as well. Because again, the fixing is not something we have to really worry about too much. We'll do something like that. That's going to be fine. Let some of these guys rest, which are good for tires and things like that. So it'd be good to have them rest. All right, I think we're going to be okay. I think that's going to work for us. Investment opportunity. My account tipped me off about some mind-blowing investment opportunities in the Caribbean. Okay. The driver decided to invest in the team, paying you some money. How much money? It doesn't say. Okay. Thank you. $250,000? Sure. I mean, it helps. Don't get me wrong at this point in things. Let's see here. Things like that. Yes, we're currently better. Good stuff. Yes, I would love to get better design centers and things like that. But all of that takes money. My mechanic. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. I don't want to fire people right now because I don't know if I can afford to get more people. He's not the greatest mechanic, but he's got the most important thing I need, which is nurse. I mean, that's all I have him around for, to be perfectly honest. If we drop his morale, then he loses nurse. How much longer do we have on this mechanic? 2 months. Okay, so we might be looking for a new mechanic anyway. Okay, that's fine. It's not great, but... All right, whatever. I mean, we could use a better one. A better mechanic would give us better, improvements in our factory, things like that. Fine. I'll make it happen, I guess. Probably means we should probably scout some mechanics. Haven't really been scouting anybody anyway. Race mechanics. Goodness, these guys are expensive. Or do you have to scout mechanics? I don't remember. Let's see here. Contract ends. Oh, I was gonna say, I wish it would show us the people that don't have a contract. Yeah, we'll look at this in a little bit. I don't think we can afford any of this right now anyway. It's not like any of these mechanics are amazing. That's good pit stops, and we are having to do a lot of pit stops right now. This guy's pretty good, but yeah. We'd have to find somebody maybe who's about to be done with their current contract, things like that. We'll look back. We'll look at this in a little bit. Select sponsor. All right, we'll keep going with you. And just go ahead and auto pick these. It's going to be okay. You know what? We'll just leave the parts the way they are. I think it's going to work. Dubai. I think it would be cool if it showed us the really tall skyscrapers in the background. I mean, you can see a few, obviously, cool buildings, but I don't know if this is actually representation of Dubai. I doubt it. There's some cool buildings back there. Who knows? I'm going to grab both of you and set up. Load setup. Dubai. We have Dubai track B, which we are not here. So we'll take track C, and hopefully that gets us in the ballpark. All right. I'm going to send you out. What kind of stint are you doing? You're doing race trim. Let's go ahead and start with qualifying trim. That's fine. Send you out. Same thing. Make sure you're doing qualifying trim. You are. Car setup. We got to change something real quick though. The handling. Yeah, try that. And they're off. Very slowly. I mean, I could have had the fun, but I was just kind of like watching them. Like, come on. All right, we'll go ahead and bring you both back in. Hey, that's a good start. Excellent and a great. I like it. Oh, two greats. I thought that second was a good. So we know the downforce doesn't need to go anywhere. The handling can't go very far at all anyway. So we'll do something. Actually, we may just do this with tires at this point. See what that does for us. Actually, you know what? Since it is 94, not like 96 or something like that, it's probably a little further off. And we'll go with that. And that's fine. I'm going to pull the handling up a little bit. Downforce down just a smidge. We'll do something like that. Come on, guys. Right, go ahead and bring you both back in. That's what we want to see. More excellence. Up to 98. That was a big jump. All right, so great to great. So we still know the handling needs to come up a little bit. I don't know how to adjust this very well. So we'll do something like that. Handling may need to be on that line, actually, come to think of it, but we'll go with this for now. Ooh, that one got way worse. But hey, that's a result. That's how it works. So it went from great to good. So at least we know it's the other direction. I'll do this one, I guess. And that went from good to okay, so we know that one's the other direction. And that went from great to great, so really not much of a change at all. Right, something like that, maybe. This is a very short race. I kept thinking it was supposed to go all the way up here, but I guess it doesn't go up there, does it? It just comes down through here. Very short track. Okay, that's good to see, Mr. Lau. So we'll go with stints, and we'll just give you the maximum qualifying for now. Get that one locked in. Still only 98%, but better overall. All right, you're up to 98% as well. Just got to get the speed balance locked in. Great, great. So great, great, great. I mean, honestly, I don't know at this point for the speed balance. I don't know. We'll try something. I'm not going to worry about too much. If we keep it at 98%, I'll be pretty happy with that. All right, that works. That works for sure. All right, go ahead and go up to 3 laps. See if we can get the qualifying trim at least locked in. And that'll be pretty good. All right, so those are locked in. Bring you both back in. Get the race trim locked in. All right, cool. We'll see if we can get it done before the end of the race. Or the end of the practice, I should say. 7 minutes. It's a decent amount of time. We might be able to get this. About to get medium tires. I mean, it might be worth swapping to softs, but that would slow down our race trim, so I don't think so. We might not get it. It's going to be tight. It's going up pretty fast, but we've only got a couple minutes left. Come on. With both of them going, I think we're going to be just short. Oh yeah, we're gonna be just short, unfortunately, it looks like. That's unfortunate. So close. Oh well. Could have swapped one of them a little sooner. Oh no, we did get it right before the very end. Just barely. But I was gonna say, we could have swapped one of them a little sooner. Alright guys, come on. Just 12th or above. That's all we need. That's all we care about. I guess we'll go soft tires. I mean, it's a shame that those aren't 15%, but that's okay. Next time we'll probably give those to Lau, the faster tires. Lock those in a little bit better. Everything else is fine. Oh, I didn't mean to take qualifying. That was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. Whatever. Then I might actually mess this up. Hopefully not. I like that it shows all this stuff right here on like tire temperature, brake temperature, stuff like that. It doesn't show us that on the regular races, which is kind of interesting. I mean, I guess we'll send you out again. Who knows if you can actually do anything worthwhile. Why is it chasing you? Oh, chasing my cursor. I was like, what's going on here? Craziness. Now we got somebody above the sponsor objective so far. And as of the moment, both are going to get past this elimination as well, which is helpful. All right, come on. Good job, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Alrighty. Simulate session. Come on, guys. Just above the qualifier, or the elimination, or the sponsor is what I'm trying to say. Come on. Stay up there, Chi. Stay up there. Stay up there. Oh, dropping down a little bit. Come on, Chi. Did we get it? I think we got it. Whew, that was close. Missed the qualifying, but that's okay. It doesn't matter as long as we get the money right now. And obviously this doesn't matter at all to us. All right, good stuff. We got our money. It's the most important part. All right, I can't imagine there's going to be rain or anything like that, so I think we're going to be okay there. We'll go ahead and go pit stop and that. And then for you, we'll go race trim and nurse. And super softs, is that the best we can have? Yep, so we're good there. Fuel options, I think everything else is good. And driver strategy. Oh, 1 second. I know it's going to reset the clock, which I don't know why it does that, but oh well. And they're very slowly off. Let's bump up to 4x. Come on, guys. Come on. I know you can do this. So 31 laps. We got 13 laps basically of fuel. So we're still going to need 2 pit stops no matter what we do. I mean, unless we went really light on the fuel, which I don't see any benefit in that. I guess we'll keep on the overtake. Just drop the tires down a little bit. I have a feeling the tires will get fairly hot. I mean, it's only 75 degrees. That's not too bad. I mean, we're burning through the tires relatively quickly. I'm bring back down to conserve for now, guys. Come on. 10th for Lau, 11th for Chi. Both above sponsor objective, which is, for the moment, the most important part. Although not by much. I would like them to be a little higher up. That would be awesome. Still going pretty heavy on the fuel. I think we'll go ahead and drop this down to high just for a little bit. If we feel like we're getting lower on the tires, we can always bump it back up. Although everybody else is pushing pretty hard and heavy on the fuel. All right, tires looking okay. They're right on the line. Oh, wow. Ninth place is already pitting. I guess a lot of these guys are about to start pitting because of their tire wear. All those guys that qualified ahead of us are having to pit early because they haven't used the same tires they qualified in. Yeah, we're gonna need to burn off some fuel. Let's go ahead and bump it back up to overtake for now. Hey, we're in second place for 5 minutes. Actually, we'll probably be in first place here for a whole second because I'm betting the Wolf is gonna pit. Yep. Hey, we're gonna be in first place, maybe. Yay, we're in first place. Stop the race here. All right, let's go and drop you down because you're going to have to be staggered a bit. In fact, I'm going to drop you down to medium. Because you got to get... You'll have barely enough, but you're going to have to get one... Wait a minute. Did I do this wrong? I think... Because if she pits on the next lap, that's one more lap. You need to pit for 2 more laps. You might have to come down to low for just a bit. But I think we're still going to be okay. Making it one more lap with G. I think I'm doing my math right. It's hard to do math on the fly. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and call your pit here. And you're going to go ahead and come back on super softs. I think that's okay. Yeah, that should be fine. And then fuel, we'll go ahead and just fill it up. That's going to be okay. Parts are okay. And fast looks like it could make a difference. If Lau gets through this lap with enough fuel, we'll be okay. He should be okay, right? I'm thinking, maybe. He just needs one more lap of fuel. I mean, barely, but he should be okay. In fact, we're just going to go ahead and go on medium, because that uses 90% of your lap, or 90% fuel or something like that. So that should be plenty. We'll go ahead and come back on super social with you. Fill you up. I guess we'll just fill you all the way up. Doesn't make a difference here. Just to be safe, I'm going to jump it back down to low, because I'm a little worried. All right. You can go ahead and come out on push and overtake for the moment. We got close, but it does look like Lau will be fine. We dropped out of our sponsor objective range, though, which is unfortunate. Not much we can do about that, though. I mean, other than me, having faster pit stops. Cheese back up above sponsor objective. That's good. Let's go and drop you both down to high for now. Just to be safe. You can always go more aggressive later. All right, 9th and 10th, not too bad. And she's right on the tail of 8th place, too. That's pretty good. Looks like nobody else really... I mean, a few people around us might have to pit before us, but it's going to be close. We're going to be pitting around the same time. Still doing all right. I mean, fuel's looking good. Tires looking okay. Still doing fine. We got just a little bit past the halfway mark, so about 14 laps left. I guess it's about to be 14 laps left. All right, we're definitely burning fuel faster, or tires faster than fuel, so we're going to jump that up for now. Can go probably 2 more laps before we got to pit with Chi, I think. Oh yeah, we're probably going to want to pit the next lap. All right, pit it is. 12 laps remaining. Barely might be able to get there in super softs. We'll go ahead and just jump down to softs just to be safe. Fill it up. That's going to be fine. It's going to say 11 laps remaining, actually. Go ahead and just drop it down a little bit. No sense carrying the extra weight if we don't need it. And then Lau will pit the one after that. In fact, you can go ahead and jump up to overtake as of right now. And actually, we're just going to bump you up to neutral, and that will be fine. All right, pit. You technically could come out on super softs and be fine. And why not? We got some extras. Even if it's a slight performance improvement, might as well take it. I'll drop you down a little bit less. I think we're going to be okay. Could make a small difference here. All right, anybody around is going to be pitting. Maybe Sharp. Maybe these two guys up here. So we might be able to squeeze back up above the sponsor objective relatively easily. That was not too far off. We did have a mistake there, which definitely slowed us down. He almost came out in time to be top 12 or something like that. All right, gotta keep an eye on the fuel. I mean, we're tighter than normal, but I think we'll be okay. So as of right now, when we cross the line, we'll have 8 laps left. We're about 8.5 in our fuel. Actually, about 8 3/4. So we're good. We're good. We can keep pushing quite a bit longer. In fact, we may be able to stay on push for almost the entire rest of the race. I think it's 1.2% or something like that, 120%, and we have about 1.1% worth of fuel, 110%. I say 1.1%, 1.1 times, I guess, per lap worth of fuel. We're at 8.8 laps a second ago when there was 8 laps left. So we have 10% more fuel than we need. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think the push does 20% more fuel, something like that. So we might be a little bit light. I know what I'm trying to say. I'm just not saying it properly. So I apologize if I confuse you. I think medium's 90. I think low is 75, something like that. High, I think, is either 110 or 120. And then I think overtake might be like 130, 140, something like that. Maybe even up as high as 150. It's pretty aggressive. Still on excess fuel, though. We've got 4 laps left, and we're going to be crossing the line with more than 4 laps worth of fuel. So I think we're still good on the push. 8th and 9th place feels really good. Tires are looking okay. 3 laps left when we cross the line. 7th place is about to have to pit, really. Well, that's going to help us. And even these guys up here closed. I mean, they're going to finish out the race. There's no way they don't. They try and pit at this late point, but their tires are going to be pretty low. Though they're way ahead of everybody else. So I think they're going to be fine. Final lap. 7th and 8th. No, that feels pretty good. That's a pretty solid finish. Pretty happy with that. We could probably bump it up to higher, but why? At this point, we're not going to catch up with 6th. And we should be able to fend off 9th. So, no, there's no reason to risk it at this point. We're good. Pretty solid finish overall. Got our sponsor objective, which is the most important part. De Wolf. 8% tires left. Goodness. He cut it close. Alrighty. Hope there was any penalties given out that time. Everything looks good there. Well, good stuff. Still very solidly in 8th place. It is what it is. We're not that far off, though, from getting some points. We've improved a lot this season. Cool. All right. Well, that was 1.8 mil. We have just barely enough money, assuming we get the sponsor objectives. That is our save. All right. Well, I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time for our final race of the season. And hopefully we can hold on to our 8th place spot and not overspend our money. And well, hopefully, if we have literally $200 more than the next race is projected to cost us. It doesn't get much closer than that. Thank you, Lau, for giving us some money. Anyway, I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.